conference game here on their home floor. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
They want this win bad. Trust me, whether you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Pau Gasol is out there with Williamson. Then it's Stockton, and it's Michael Redd, and it's Mullen in at the 3. Now here's Stockton. Here's Gasol. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
And that one's good. Hunter. Don't expect a ton of points tonight. Not much scoring, Greg. Each of these teams are excellent defensively. Tell us why.
Well, defense starts with effort, and all of these guys really compete. They take pride in that defensively, and boy, you love to see it.
So it's the Hawks now. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Hunter with a screen on Red. Oh, Hunter in position. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's Hunter with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Locked in the pass to Gasol. Pass to Red. And he dunks it down.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
Here's Washington. The pass to Harris. Back to Washington. 3-pointer. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
To the inside. And Shawn Marion with the slam.
Not much chance of Stockton missing that opening. He has such great instincts for creating for his teammates.
Collins finds Harris. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Stockton passes to Red. Here's Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
And Gasol is just so crafty, a magician, if you will, with the ball, and incredible at using his pump fake to earn that trip to the stripe.
That free throw good from Gasol.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
Looking at who's out there now for Kansas City. Jamison comes in for Mullen. And Georgia subbed in for Michael Redd. Last game for the Knights, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Harris, good.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now here's Stockton. The wide open look here for Marion. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Marion's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. Can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 7. Pritchard passes to Harris. Outside Collins. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. Shoots over Gasol. Hunter no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Stockton outside. Marion setting the pick for Stockton. And Kansas City misses again. And Atlanta has possession. For 3, Harris. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
He goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. Manderson, he's checked in for Stockton.
Number 25, Nick Anderson.
43 seconds left to play in the first. Washington against Marion. Clock at 6. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 10. And again, it's Atlanta.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First team foul. Checking in for Kansas City. Number 4, Ivica Zubac.
12 seconds left in the first. Collins, a screen on George. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Fires from way outside. Joe Harris has been on display for Atlanta. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got P.J. Washington. Mohamed Bamba is out there with John Collins. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. Here's George. Following the 3 by Atlanta. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. And the 3 off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Collins kicks to Booker. Over Anderson. Booker, no good.
I tried to create some extra space there, but not able to hit the tough leaning jumper.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Bamba. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. RJ, so much goes into extending an NBA playing career. What was the key for you in your long career?
Well, for me, physically, I had to start doing more things away from the game of basketball, doing yoga, doing strength training, but also the changes mentally. I went from a 20-point-a-game scorer to a guy that was getting 3 or 4 shots a game. You have to be able to accept your role and then star in your role. And for me, I just love doing that.
And first time out for the game called here for the Knights.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basketball.
Michael Redd's checked in for Kansas City. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at Memphis. They slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
And I think for the Hawks, they're just taking it one game at a time, dismantling each opponent along the way as they were predicted to do.
Mullen's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Oh, with authority!
That is a monster finish.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Pritchard. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
On the wing, Mullen. They set the pick. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Washington. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
And the Knights call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
And Kansas City making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Fred misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's find out the news on John Stockton. David, what's the update?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Kansas City. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Booker outside. Pass to Pritchard. From deep, Collins sinks the three-pointer. Collins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And it's Williamson missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Collins, good.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Williamson double team. Pass to Red. This all setting the pick for Red. Another three for Kansas City.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You can see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
George with the ball. Bamba picks him up, and it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for George.
Jaden Ivey.
1:05 left to play here in the half. Red passes to Ivey. Just 5 on the clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
Booker the pass to Pritchard. Bamba against Gasol. From deep Washington. Here's Bamba, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Ivy, no one around him. Another three for Kansas City.
And you can see that Ivy continues to work on that pull-up jumper.
Here's Washington. Again, the Hawks score.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hits the three-point bomb. That's now 8 points for Jaden Ivey.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Collins kicks to Booker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Hawks ahead, running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And there you have it, the standings. Ain't that something, guys, huh?
It sure is, Ernie. I mean, if you're at the top of this list, if you're on the bottom looking up, time to do some work.
What's it like looking up, Kenny?
Shaq, please.
Now let's talk about that first half. It's been a runaway success for the Atlanta Hawks.
They're putting in work in the paint. Right now, they're the schoolyard bullies, taking that lunch money. Those guys across from them, man, they got to have some backbone, Shaq.
The Jet not mincing words at all. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Knights. On the court for the Knights, they've got Zion Williamson. Michael Redd is out there with George. Then it's Mullen. And it's Gasol at the center position.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Out left to the wing. Collins kicks to Booker. Clock at 4. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Hunter's checked in for Bamba. Okongwu comes in for Collins. Joe Harris is checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Dennis Smith in for Pritchard.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
Here's Mullen. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Williamson finds George. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And the Hawks with possession here. Booker outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 9 points.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Booker against Redd. The 3, shot clock at 6. Okongwu grabs the board. From downtown, another 3 for Atlanta.
And obviously Actually, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Gasol, a screen on Smith. Red against Booker. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Kansas City. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Williamson. Got a piece of it.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the league does not like it when trade requests play out publicly. Commissioner Adam Silver says it needs to be a two-way street. Teams provide enormous guarantees to players, and the expectation is they'll meet their end of the bargain. He understands there will always be some trade requests, but he wants them to remain behind closed doors. Kevin?
Good luck. David, thanks. Here's Hunter.
Yes! Willing to work the ball to his open teammate, Smith Jr. This is what leaders do best.
And the pass to Red. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Team first.
It goes on Devin Booker. It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Red is such an outstanding offensive player, a lefty shooter who can just take over games on his own.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And the Knights have possession. Williamson. And Kansas City misses again.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Here's Booker. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Gasol setting the pick for Red. Fires for 3. Second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Team second.
And Gasol is a master at utilizing his strength inside, forcing the defense to become physical with him whenever he has the ball in deep.
2 shots.
That one is off. Well, we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Michael Redd on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3 points.
George has got 3 assists tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And shooting-wise, He's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
And George kicks to Mullen. George against Smith. Outside, Mullen. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
George passes to Red. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Again, the Hawks score.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
True on the 14-footer. Red's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You see how polished and confident Red is, especially from that area.
That will count. And so it's Atlanta with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Okongwu is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Hunter. And it's Smith in at the 1. George passes to Anderson. That one good for 2.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
The Knights making a switch here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Antoine Jamison picks one up. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
George is checked in for Kansas City. Goes up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Smith the pass to Okongwu. Here's Hunter. Rebound by Jamison.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Shoots it up. Rebound, Atlanta.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Booker finds Smith. Now Okongwu. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And Sean Marion with the slam.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. Antoine Jamison picks one up. Williamson is checked in for Kansas City. Red comes in for George. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Kansas City. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We have certainly seen some great MVP races the last few years, Richard. Are you satisfied with how the MVP is chosen?
Yeah, Kev, I was happy with it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be at least 2 or 3 other guys that have a legitimate MVP case. So, this year might have been a close one, but next year it might go to the next guy.
Basket is good, the assist from Harris. And it's now 23 points for Big Dog.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Williamson dishes to Ivy. And good that time. That's 10 points for Jaden Ivey.
I love when Ivy is aggressive on offense because he's so effective playing downhill.
Here's Booker. And again, it's Atlanta.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And that one falls for Okongwu. And some changes here for Kansas City. Pau Gasol's checked in for Marion. Mullen comes in for Anderson. And Georgia subbed in for Ivy. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's George. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And the Knights have possession. Here's Williamson.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Passes it to Booker. Beyond the arc. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Right against Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And Kansas City misses again.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And the 3 ball is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The kick out to Red. Gasol, a screen on Booker. Here's Red. That one wide left. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Big Dog.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Harris against Mullen. Over Harris. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Smith kicks to Okongwu. Atlanta again missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Oh my goodness, what a play!
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Joe. Both yourself and the team really were rolling offensively. How did you get going?
I think, you're seeing guys just doing a good job making the extra pass. We had a lot of paint touches tonight where the ball was getting kicked out, spraying around. Guys were knocking down shots, but we just did a good job sharing it.
Well, the flow led to a great win. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Big Dog.